Okay, I think we have everything set up. Drinks, food, and especially snacks. I even made sure to get all your favorites. Because hey, that's what best friends do. I can see you've already eaten like half of them. I've got even more downstairs in my snack cupboard, by the way. You know where it is. You've been over to my house like a million times. Anyway, now our sleepover can finally begin. So, before we watch a movie and snuggle or something, I mean, hey, if you're up to it, that is. You know, just as best friend snuggling. But anyway, what I'm getting at here is, I was wondering if you could help me out with something first. See, I've been running the story, right? And I was wondering if you could sort of give me your feedback, you know? Well, it's kind of still in the early stages. It's, more of an outline, really. But anyway, I was hoping I could quickly run you through the main points and you could tell me your thoughts. Would that be alright with you? Great, that's great. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, so where do I begin? Well, first of all, I guess I should give you the main character. So, he's a boy with a hair color just like mine, brown hair, and he lives in a house just like this one. And he has this friend of his with an eye color just like yours. In fact, that he loves very, very much. Much more than just a friend. But the friend is very dense and never seems to realize it. In fact, the friend seems to be kind of slow to read between the lines just in general. Okay, so what do you think of my character so far? Nothing's wrong with him so far, right? Right. Nothing is wrong with him. He didn't do anything wrong. Anyway, so this boy is madly in love with his friend. I'm talking about like 200% crazy, head over heels, absolutely nuts in love, crushing super duper hard. And his friend is making him lose his marbles. But I mean, hey, hopefully that's not the only thing that'll make him lose. But it's really difficult when the friend is so dense. Anyway, so the boy really, really loves his friend. But he can't confess. Because what if he gets rejected? He could never take that. It could even ruin their friendship. And that's maybe the one real emotional connection he has. Everything else feels so lifeless and fake to him. So he doesn't really have the heart to confess directly. There's too much he could lose. So, he tries to sort of feel things out, if you get what I'm saying. He tries to make, little allusions here and there, dropping hints here and there, yada yada yada, trying to test his friend's reaction, seeing if it's okay to confess yet. Sometimes he even flirts in a sort of indirect way, but of course his friend is hopelessly tense, so this sort of method never really works for him. He even asks to snuggle a lot, and when he gets to, he always makes these flirty remarks like, "You're so good at snuggling. I wish I was the boyfriend of someone who snuggles like you," or something like that. Friend still doesn't get it, of course. The boy does everything. Hell, he even always makes sure to keep all of the friend's favorite snacks in his cupboard. But of course, the significance of this goes unnoticed. Okay, so now, what do you think of him so far? right? So far, so good. He didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with him trying to be indirect in testable waters. Nothing wrong with him trying to protect his relationship and his happiness. If anything, the friend should have really noticed his feelings. Am I right? But I'm still not done. Let me get on with the story. So, anyway, the boy just really can't get enough of his friend. He wants to be romantic with her. He just wishes they were a couple, but he can't just seize that dream. So, he fantasizes a little bit. You know, innocent little fantasies. Everyone has them about their crush, right? He does too. Innocent little fantasies like holding hands with them, hugging them, getting married to them. But that's still not enough. And he just wants to bring that fantasy just a little bit into reality. So, he takes a photo he has of himself and his friend together. Then he edits it a bit to make it look like a wedding photo. Wedding suit and all. And it makes him so happy to finally have a bit of reality to his fantasy. You know? Something tangible. He looks at that photo every day, every night. He makes it his phone background. He frames a copy and even sleeps next to it. It's the one thing that gives him peace of mind when he's usually such an insomniac from not getting his happily ever after. But he can't be satisfied with that. Not just a photo. No. It's still missing something. His fantasy just isn't physical enough. Still isn't physical enough, even after all this time. He thinks of all the times he snuggles with his friend, and how lovely it would be to feel that even when they weren't around to snuggle. So, he thinks about his friend's sweater, and how if he wore that, it'd sort of feel like he was snuggling them. And he needs that. He needs that very, very much. So, one day, when his friend isn't paying attention, he ever so deftly swipes the sweater and replaces it with an identical one. He gets away with it completely. Keeps a straight face the entire day. He smiles to his friend as usual. He laughs with her as usual. She doesn't suspect a thing. And he loves the sweater. He treasures it and cherishes it, and goes to sleep wearing it every night, pretending like it's his friend all around him, not just their sweater. And I would ask you what you think about him right now, but I already know the answer. It's fine. He's fine. He didn't do anything wrong. He's just acting out of love. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with loving his friend, who has your eye colour, who also has your hair colour, who happens to love the exact same snacks as you. There's nothing wrong with the main character being a little romantic. But it's because he's so romantic that he just can't settle down. He can't be happy with just a sweater. As great as it is, it's still just a sweater, you know? It's not as great as the real thing. And he is just torn apart that he can't spend more time with his friend. Every second that he's away from her, it's just eating away at his insides, little by little, all the time, and he just can't take it anymore. He wants to spend every waking second with them. But obviously that's not possible. So, he starts watching that friend. It starts with just watching them from behind the bushes at first. Or maybe from behind a car or something. And he wakes up smiling every day, knowing that today he can watch his friend again. Then, after a while, he gets an idea. He sets up cameras, very hidden cameras, the kind you wouldn't notice. He sets them up all over the places that his friend frequents. And of course, he especially makes sure to set up plenty in that room. So now he can watch them all the time. We probably wouldn't let him sleep over every day, right? That would be unreasonable. But now he can watch his friend fall asleep every single day. It's almost like they're a couple. But they're not. They're not a couple. He's a great character, right? You don't have to say anything because I already know. He's fine. He's fine. He didn't do anything wrong. But, like I was saying, they're not a couple. And, in a way, watching his friend all the time through his cameras makes him extremely aware of that. Because yes, he can see all the things his friend does. And it also shows him all the attention they get from other people. And he just feels so neglected. When he sees them sharing meals with others, he thinks, that should have been me sharing that meal with them. And when he sees them laughing and joking with others, he thinks, that should have been me. When he sees them talking to others, he thinks, that should be me. And he tries to keep it together. Of course he tries. He never does anything wrong. He tries to bury his feelings deep down within his heart because he doesn't want to hurt all those people coming in between him and his friend. Even though he might. He doesn't want to be destructive or harmful. Especially not around his sweetheart. But there's no way to keep a burden like that all inside, right? His jealousy, his resentment towards his feelings of neglect, they all get a bit more heated day after day until inevitably the entire thing boils over. So, he invites his friend over to a sleepover, just like this one. In fact, and for one thing he wants more than anything is to just be accepted. But it's so hard to even ask for that. If he tries to be direct, he just stutters like a bumbling idiot. So, he confesses about his feelings. He confesses about all the things he did. But he does it in a very indirect way. He confesses it as if he was a character in his story that felt and did all these things, and not himself. But he's worried. He's still so worried. What if he isn't accepted? What if they try to run away? So, he has a backup plan. He has some rope that he keeps under his bed. It looks just like my bed right here. And he drugged the snacks that his friend ate earlier. You know, the very same kind of snack that you helped yourself to just now. That way, they can't even get away even if they wanted to. But why would they want to? He didn't do anything wrong. Don't you think so too? So, what do you think the friend will do now? Are you going to leave? Hey guys and gals, Zen here, and oh my god, mamma mia. Thank you for listening to this audio as per usual. Hope you enjoyed this. It was interesting, yeah, good old Yandere audio, yeah, but like it's not a Yandere audio, but it is, hope I did a decent enough job. Shout out to Jan Khan, before I say anything else, who wrote this wonderful script and wrote like all of the Yandere scripts in the fucking world. This man, I don't know if he's a man, this person writes all the fucking Yandere scripts. I swear, they are so good. Yada yada yada. Anyway. Yeah. So, sorry, I don't know what to say. How are you guys doing today? You guys having a good day? Yeah. You guys having a good day? You guys having a good day? Eh? Having an okay day, I guess. You know, nothing too crazy. Yeah, and I don't know, feeling like kind of good, honestly. Yeah, a lot better than yesterday, and a lot better than the rest of this week. Just good, because man, I was feeling terrible like this whole fucking week. Like I was feeling like, well, I almost cried at work yesterday. You know, I've been not crying myself to sleep, but I've been pretty close. You know, all of that stuff. So yeah, it's good to know that fucking thingy is a thing. Thingy, sorry. I don't know, I'm kind of dumb. Yeah. What am I doing? Yeah, so my day's been like alright. Work was busy-ish, kinda, like, it was kinda busy. It was kinda busy. Not like too crazy or anything, like, ooh. No, it was fine. It was fine. Nothing too bad. Just boring-ish, you know, like, yeah. It's just kind of boring, honestly. I don't know. Yeah, just boring as shit, I guess, but I mean, that's work anyway. Tomorrow I have a company party to go to. Ooh. Yeah, company party, yay, and I'm kind of being forced to go, so yay. Fun, woo, yeah. Oh my god, dude, it's gonna be so shit. I went to the last one, like, how many months ago? 6 months ago now? Yeah, 6 months ago. It was okay, I guess. I don't know, I'm not much of like a party guy, so yeah. But it was fine. It was daijoubu desu ka ne. Yeah, it was alright. It was okay. Serviceable, fine. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't want to fucking go though. But you know, my manager's like, oh, you better go. Go. Oh, come on, mate. Go to the party. It'll be great fun. And I don't give a fuck. It's gonna be shit. And plus, like, oh, last time I really fucking embarrassed myself, like, really badly. So, yeah. Hey, it might be better this time, though. I don't know. I hope it's better this time. Jesus. Dude, why are these anime girls so cute and hot? I don't know, man. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Mommy? Sorry, mommy? Sorry, mommy? Sorry. I could do this one or this one. I don't know. Oh my god, my stomach. Jesus Christ. My stomach. Oh my god. My stomach. Mommy? 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 Mommy milkers. Mommy milkers. Mommy milkers. Mommy. Mommy? 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 Yeah, I don't know what to say actually. I guess also tomorrow, my grandma and my aunt are staying here for like a fucking week. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to record or not. For my Patreon people who, you know, get early access, etc. Give me money, please. Patreon.com/ZanVAXD, please. No, I'm joking. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. You know, I don't really know what the fuck else to talk about. So, yeah, I'm clueless. My head is empty, and my balls will be later this evening. But let's not talk about that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go now because I don't know what to talk about. So I guess I'll see you guys later. Yeah, did I already download it? Oh, I did. I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah. So thank you for listening very much. I love you guys. Do I? I don't know. Yeah, I love you guys. Hope you have a nice day. Yada 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 yada. Thank you for listening, and bye bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Love you.